town. I really think it's like something out of the Bible.
What part of the Bible?
The part right before God gets angry.
Hi, I'm Caleb Wolf, and I'm the lead designer / president / CEO of Holy Spirit Design. I'm going to teach you today how to make a death metal. Before we do any of that, I'm actually going to make a video, maybe after this or sometime after this, about the elements of the elements and principles of actually thinking of an idea for a logo design. The design I'm going to make it today is going to be for the band that I've made up completely. It's going to be called Die For You or something. Actually that sounds pretty cool. Alright, so yeah. Here we go. So after you have it sketched out and everything, it's time to start coloring it in. So, start coloring it in, I guess. Very dark. Has to be very dark for this style. Alright, so I got it all colored in. For some reason, there we go. So that's what it's going to look like. Actually, I might add some branches and stuff. Here, let me add some. There we go. It's not completely symmetrical, but it does the job. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture.
Yes, that's all that you wanted from me. No face to face, but you can't see what it takes to be right. You will never defeat me.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to get that picture that I just put on there. I'm going to take the picture. Here it is. By the way, when you're making that composition, make it really. You can see it's extremely dark around, which is really good. Oh, it's about to show up again. But yeah, that's really going to help with this next step. There's different ways of doing this. You could put it on Legacy for brightness and contrast and put it all the way up. Or you could, I'm probably going to use that method. But you could also mess with the curve. Put this down. Curves don't usually work as better. They don't really work much better. They're definitely, if you have like lighter parts, you could definitely make them darker. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and do the brightness and the contrast all the way up. So what I'm going to want to do next is go to the Magic Wand tool. But first, before I do all this, I have to make a new layer. Actually, I don't have to do that right now, but since this is actually a perfect thing right here, I'm just going to use my shift. Then I'm going to use the shift key. And if you just keep holding the shift key and clicking on things you want to add in there, the Magic Wand tool then sees what you want to add, like the black around it. It's kind of like the selection tool, but it's magic. It will add it for you. Even like the little spots like right here if you want to get in there. I can tell you how to fix these later. Actually, no, let's keep those out of there. Just for now. Alright, well. Alright. So, let's go back. So what you want to do after that? Alright. So what you want to do after that is you want to go up here to the mask button. Click mask. And now you technically pretty much have it. I didn't expect it to be that good. But okay, well here I guess where the new layer would come into play. If you didn't want these little spots right here, what to do is just go up to it and simply blacken them out. This is extremely easy to do. go and blacken them out. And this is like the best way to make logos too. A lot of other bands do like they try to mess with fonts on their computer. Connect things right here. Yeah, it looks acceptable. People try to mess with fonts on like Illustrator or whatever, and that really actually doesn't make it any better. Kind of makes it worse to do that. So yeah, I mean I wasn't getting into much editing today, but I'll show you a few things I know about editing. So yeah, if you get rid of that, there's just going to be the things. So what you might want to do is you actually want to merge visible. You should just keep going, and you can create a color palette. So, there we go. You can do that. Look death metal, or here's the really most death metal you can ever get. Is if you do one of these, chisel hard, or you can do chisel soft. Chisel soft's good too. Chisel soft actually looks more chiseled than chisel hard sometimes. So like different sizes of that, you can change the angle. The closer the little arrow here is closer to the center, the more light is going to be on the top. Because it gives it the illusion that it's far away if the light's far away if it's farther out. So I'm just going to keep it like that. Texture is always good too. Now it might look really weird right there, but if you up the scale a little bit, and then what you could do is that actually looks like metallic. So it'd be even cooler if you went down to color overlay and went to normal, and now it looks like blood. But what would be even cooler is, you know, like real blood, like there we go. And then what we do is, let's make this a little bit. Okay. We could take away the stroke. No, we couldn't. We can make this stroke black, and that literally looks like a bloody death metal band. What I haven't showed you today, which is extremely fun, more fun to do, is called connectors. And what connectors do is they could be like this. I have them in most of my death metal compositions. They just connect. That's all they do. Is just connect one to another. I usually do this during the drawing process. I really don't work a lot with this in Photoshop. But yeah, all it does is just connect it. You know, makes it look more obscure, more punk rock. Well, not punk rock, death metal. And then these things right here, I'll get into that later. Well, not later on this tutorial. I'll make a new tutorial, but yeah. And then sometimes people love to go crazy, just like make stitches coming out or something. The best thing about death metal is you don't have to be symmetrical. I just did some symmetry on here, so it's pretty sweet because it shows you that you can make your own. You don't even need different types of software to make your own. You can just make your own, and that's why I made this. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoy that. I will put another one up soon telling you the basics of how to make a death metal, how to make more death metal stuff. Bye bye.